All right. Dexerto. So Twitch CEO, if you're not aware who he is, his name is Dan Clancy. He was doing an interview with a content creator. I'm not very familiar with him, but it looks like he's popular in Latin America. I don't want to be ignorant on that, so I'm not fully familiar with region, but that's neither here nor there. So a content creator, and he did an interview with him, and he was showing off the new TikTok like features for clips. But we couldn't help but notice something. I'm gonna make this a little bigger here because it moved by pretty fast. I couldn't help but notice something, man. Dan, I wanna throw you some bail. We gonna watch
floor clips.
that look it looked a little funny, but I was like,
Suppose you want to check out the stories to see what you missed yesterday. You click there, and now you're in your stories feed. Okay?
Okay. That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's also
that boy Dan got a type. He got a type. I don't know, man. He might. Yeah, exactly. It's like he a fan. He might be, man. Freaky ass nigga, he's a 69 guy. Freaky ass nigga, data 69 guy. I don't know, man. I don't know, Dan. You following a certain type. So I don't know, man. Don't be abusing your power over there, Dan. I don't know how old you are, but hey, don't be out here being a little too friendly now. You going on your European tour. Don't be stopping by. Don't be stopping by for no streamers, man. Cause there were already some allegations for certain people, certain partner managers who were abusing their power to get them some cheeks. So you the CEO, so keep it cute, Dan. Keep it cute. We will be calling you a fan when we singing that song. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and be like, I said this on Twitter. I was like, I hope that you're not like actually following them because you like their content. I was like, it better be just like you're showing off these features, and these are the type of content creators who are using those features. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't use the stories feature on Twitch. I don't use it at all. I mean, I barely even, I'm barely even on Instagram now, to be honest. But anytime I'm doing a story on there, it's usually like if I'm out somewhere randomly or if I'm announcing that I'm live on Twitch. So I only do that really on IG. I don't use Twitch for that at all. So I mean, it could be that he just didn't have really anybody to show, because not everybody's using the features. And then the clips, I mean, like I said, the clips are another thing too. I mean, everybody has clips, so that's no excuse for that one. But actually the TikTok feature might be, with the stories, it might just be because they're using it, because it's some weird stuff on. I mean, they're doing like regular stuff that you would do on Snapchat or IG anyway. So it's not really anything that's special or that's directly related to Twitch or whatever content that you're doing there, because we literally seen it. Like Dan went through one of the girls' stories and it was just like some random stuff. She's like ASMR. Like, again, it's whatever. Like it's not anything that's innovative or groundbreaking that I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to your story and look at that. Like again, I just think it's going to take a little bit, in my opinion, in order to warm up to the Twitch stories feature, But the clips thing, I do like that because it will drive up discoverability. If you have a viral clip, or something that could become viral, like something that's cool that could become viral, and someone just scrolling through and just looking at clips. So the discoverability feature there could be what Twitch actually needed. We're going to see how that works. But the story feature, I don't really care about it. I don't really care about the story feature. Like I said, I think that there's a certain type of content creator that actually uses it and is active using it. But for me, I have no interest and really no need to do it unless for some reason they showed that the story feature also you know, increases discoverability. But the clip stuff, I'm all for that. I'm all for that part. So I just want to point that out because people are like, I don't know, damn, like what you doing, brother? Like, I can only help but notice. I can only help but notice a certain type of creator that you were showing. Yeah, so it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. All right, last bit of news, man. I don't know how many times I gotta talk about this freaking weenie, bro. This dude's a certified weenie. Like, are we ever going to stop, bro? Are we ever going to stop talking about these damn games and furthering your agenda, bro? Like, I totally do not understand why we are still going in on this. So, Grums, aka the Intel Lord, is back, and he's still talking about Assassin's Creed. So he says, so let me get this straight. Actually. So I'm like, yeah, you already like actually historical figure Yasuke, which again nobody is claiming, nobody's talking about that for real. Like, y'all are harping on the historically accurate part. We've been off that, bro. The actually historical figure Yasuke in Assassin's Creed Shadows, and he is going off of the most recent trailer when they showed the gameplay trailer of Assassin's Creed. He said he battles to rap. Well, it was actually in the trailer to the main trailer. Battles to rap music, walks through villages, beating Asians up. So again, bro, like, why would you even say that? First of all, why would you say that he walks through villages, beating Asians up? You are trying to make this a hate crime. This is a video game. This is a video game. Why are you trying to make this race bait, bro? You are race baiting. We are going back to one of the last issues that in Atlanta when it was like, oh man, protect Asians. Like, we were just targeting, like, black people were just targeting Asian people, bro. Stop it. Like, why would this is a video game? Like, come on, man. Like, this ain't like this is. It's been sad, but like, it's getting even sadder. It's getting even sadder, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? He uses excessive, non-honorable violence, crushing heads of defeated enemies. Again, it's a video game. Non-honorable violence. Last time I checked, you know, however you kill somebody is how you kill somebody. Yeah, for real, man. For real, these hands for you. Like, that's what it is. Makes all villagers bow to him incessantly. What? Has dialogue that paints him as a discount Batman savior of the Japanese. We are making up things. We are literally making up things. What? Because he said, I am justice. He's a discount Batman and he's a savior of Japan. And he says Japan isn't having it. Ubisoft. Here are their comments. Seems damn culturally insensitive of you in your zeal to be woke and force a black hero into Japan. And so, you know, here are some of the comments. This is from Reddit. So again, anything from Reddit, man, like, it's 90% of the time is going to be just absolute filth. 90% of the time it's going to be absolute filth. So they said here that, you know, these were the comments, and these were also, you got to keep in mind, these were comments that were translated from Japanese to English. We also have to know that there's definite rumors here that we're seeing is probably more and more true, that there are Americans who are just going into the Japanese section of YouTube or whatever video, and they're just using Google Translate. They're just typing in or they're just using Google Translate to make it into Japanese text and act like they're Japanese. So like I said, it's a lot of fluff here. So take this with a grain of salt. But we'll read some of the comments. We'll indulge for a moment. So we'll read a couple. We said if you see a black person dressed as a samurai, and everyone will assume he stole it. That's racist. What the hell? Hello. Japanese women with slanted eyes are really weird. Okay, that one. Naoe also has Southeast Asian features. The sword is curved and not a ninja sword. Yasuke is out of the question. So like, we're nitpicking a lot. Yasuke, who isn't even a samurai, plays at being a samurai and walks through a Japanese city and massacres Japanese people as if nothing had happened, typical of Ubisoft. It's so scary to see Samurai killing so many people in the streets while Yasuke is saying he won't tolerate evil. They're more like demons than samurai. Why not set it in the battlefield? Why did he say it was a good harvest when they're just okay? It's so surreal and funny that a huge black man walking around Japan in full armor in the 16th century doesn't seem to be surprised by any of the villagers. LOL. To a Japanese person, this is just a joke. There is a scene where Yasuke crushes the head of a fallen enemy, but this cannot be overlooked. He is not a zombie, so there is no need to destroy his head. Yasuke is not a samurai. He is a racist. What up, Brandy? What? What? He is a racist because, yeah, homeless. What the hello? What up, the DC? Okay. I can ignore the historical falsification that Yasuke was a samurai, but this isn't Japan to begin with. It's Japan made by foreigners. Again, who are you getting mad at this point? I told y'all from the beginning, like, y'all are trying to paint this as black people are the problem because Yasuke just so happens to be black. But black people didn't make this video game. We didn't make this video game, so get mad at the French. If you're so mad, just get mad at the French and ask why they're doing it. If they're trying to if they're trying to set this imaginary agenda that y'all are going on with, I don't know. That's not it, Ubi-san. The graphics are good, that's all. I'll buy it if you are able to respect Japan a little more. I didn't even travel to France, but I experienced discrimination. Is this the legendary game in which black bandits play samurai in Nippon and massacre Nipponjin? Who would buy such a middle finger to Japan? Didn't we go over in one of my last streams that we watched Kabrutas actually go to Japan and ask people what they thought about it? And apparently nobody seemed to have an issue. You know, YouTube, like I said, the internet is you know, if these are real Japanese people who are upset, you know, again, this is just a small subset of the whole world, because I can almost guarantee you, if you go and talk to people in real life, they're not going to be saying these things. And we saw it already. We saw a small sample size, but we saw it actually happen. The YouTube comments, I highly doubt that people think this stuff in real life, if they're even Japanese, because like I said, it could be fluff there too. Does a screenshot have the username? No, they just apparently, according to the Reddit, they just took some of the comments from the Assassin's Creed gameplay trailer in Japan. So again, take it with a grain of salt there. Personally, I never understood the concept of cultural appropriation. Now I come to fully appreciate how vicious and unpleasant it is. How vicious and unpleasant cultural appropriation is. Don't you know, with cultural appropriation, if this was true cultural appropriation, this will be us, and I'm saying black people, this will be us coming into your space and taking it over. This wasn't us. This wasn't us. So if this was true cultural appropriation, that would mean the French would put a French person in place of Yasuke or Naoe, and they would have on samurai garb, and they would be a samurai. Do we know how cultural appropriation works? We're not going to say that the French are cultural appropriating for us by proxy. That's not how that works. Not how that works. It is well-known historical fact that Yasuke later traveled to Europe, killed French people, and became Napoleon. Ha ha ha, tug your cheek. When I commented, "Where is the samurai?" in the English version, I was met with a barrage of criticism. Overseas is scary. Yeah. Okay. All right. So those were the comments on the Japanese side of YouTube. Oh my god. God, man. I don't know. I truly don't know. Like, what do you want? What do you want Ubisoft to do? What do you want Ubisoft to do at this point? Because I don't think you're going to be able to stop this game. You're not going to be able to stop this game. And from what we've seen, you know, the trailer was one thing. You know, it was nice to be cautiously optimistic, but now we saw the gameplay trailer. I'm like, man, I'm all for it. I'm sorry, I'm all for it. And according to the pre-orders, a lot more people are as well. So, I mean, you gonna stop all of them? I doubt it. You're not gonna stop them, man. People just want to play the game. People don't care about this stuff. Y'all are making up stuff, and y'all are trying to make this a thing when it's not a thing at all. It's not a thing at all. Someone needs to tell her that it's a hate in silence. Nah, he's not. Especially now. He's going to keep going because this is what grifters do. This is what grifters do. Once they find that niche, and they play into your emotions, they're going to keep going. They're not going to stop. And that's the dangerous thing. You know, it's the same thing in politics over here. When Trump got all of his people on it, he became their savior. And you see how violent, you know, that certain subset who really likes Trump can get, aka the Capitol. You know, we've seen that. We've seen the inciting of violence, and it could be the same way. Now, what this, you know, I don't think they're gonna go out, you know, like the Trump people did, and you know, go to Ubisoft Studios or something and do anything like that. I would be very surprised if they did, but I don't think they got the cojones to do that. These are gamers we're talking about, by the way. And I say they're loosely gamers, so I don't think they're gonna do that, but it's gonna be a lot of yapping. It's gonna be a lot of yapping on the internet for sure, because, you know, faceless folks, you know, no harm, no foul to just tweet some stuff or make a video or whatnot. So they want to keep going, man. And like I said, it's just in terrible faith. It's really in terrible faith, and it really annoys me and sickens me that there are people like this who has, you know, this type of thought process and can't just play video games and treat it for the entertainment that it is, but instead you're trying to make this a race situation. You're trying to make this a political situation, even though you said, you know, don't put politics into my video games. You're making this into a political situation too. You know, you've had people sign petitions and stuff. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get what state of gaming that we're in, but I really don't like this. This is probably one of the worst states of gaming that I've been witness to in a long time. In a long time. And I really hope that there can be some sort of positive conclusion for this. I hope that more people don't become brainwashed, because I don't want to constantly have this conversation every time a video game comes out and I want to play it, and I'm seeing people yap on the internet that there's a black person in this video game, or that there's a woman in this video game, and then try to make it into something that it's not. Because they've literally for months been saying the same stuff. Oh, it's a black person in the video game, it's DEI. Oh, there's a woman in the video game. Oh, the Sweet Baby Inc. has something to do with it. Like, like, really, we're gonna just keep doing this every single time? Like, don't y'all get tired? Shit is annoying, bro. He said, side note, Trump didn't incite a riot. Of course, yeah. All right. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't, but he did. He didn't, but he did. Unless it's Africa or stereotype, people gonna cry. Said the guy posting. He said mad racist. Yeah. He said it woke up his own. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. He's just gonna keep going, but I'm like, bro, this is woo. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm glad Elden Ring comes out next week. I'm glad Elden Ring comes out this week. I'm like, you keep complaining about this, man. We gonna be on Elden Ring, bro. We gonna be on Elden Ring. So you're not gonna take away from my joy of gaming. I'm still going to play what I like, and for things that I don't like, I'm not going to make 1,000 tweets about it and make videos and try to grift to my audience and make them have these strong emotions, these strong negative emotions about stuff. So they can't stand to see a black man empowered in a video game. Yeah, apparently not. Even in the video game. It's ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. So